Every day when I come to work, I get to work with a great group of people. And I'm excited this morning to talk to Brooke Blackburn. We're going to share a story, and this is just an example of how our people make a difference in the lives of every patient or family member who come into the organization. And Brooke, why don't you start by telling us who you are, how long you've been working at Sycamore, and a little bit about your job.
Well, my name's Brooke Blackburn. I am a nursing assistant at Sycamore Medical Center. I've been there for a year and a half. I work on Unit 1, which is a med-surg unit. They see primarily geriatric patients and a lot of outpatients. One
of the patients that you saw and came to our facility came back to the facility after discharge. Tell me what you remember about her and about the story that she related when she came back to thank us.
I was down in the cafeteria waiting for my lunch, standing by the grill, and I noticed this gentleman get dropped off at the very entrance in a wheelchair. And he got out, he stood in front of a refrigerator, and he looked lost, and he looked confused. So I felt a little bit of empathy for him because I have a grandma with dementia, and so I know what that's like and know how she feels when she's lost. And so I approached him and I had asked him, do you know what you want for lunch? He's like, well, I don't know what they're serving. So I walked him around the cafeteria, showed him what we had, and about the time that his lunch was done, mine was also. So we went through the line to pay, and I paid for his lunch. We walked back onto the unit together, and I took him to his wife's room, who was an outpatient on our unit.
Now, Brooke, we don't require employees to pay for our patients' lunches. What made you decide that was the right thing to do?
Because it felt right. It was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to make him feel at ease with being there. One less thing that he had to stress about with his wife being an outpatient on the unit.
Do you see these kinds of interactions taking place around you with other staff members?
I do, all the time.
And is it a surprise when someone comes back and says thank you?
No.
So how did it feel to have someone come back and say, you made a difference in my life?
I honestly didn't expect it, because that's just something that I would do every day. It's not something that I would do just to be recognized for. It's something that, I would want for someone to do to me.
I'm so proud of the staff, and thank you, Brooke, for extending yourself. It did make a difference, and that's what makes Kettering and Sycamore a special place.